Have you ever considered what you get if you cross a joke with a rhetorical question? Think about it. But seriously, the reason I ask is that they say that a good user interface is like a joke, and if you have to explain it, it's not that good. If you're trying to build a great user experience, you need to learn how you can embed your export capabilities, and I'm going to show you why. Ease of use for content consumers is, bar none, the most common criteria that we hear when people are evaluating BI platforms. People want end users to have the experience when they're using reports and dashboards that are created with little or no training involved. And embedding your export capabilities is a great tool that you can use to help with this. Let me show you how. I'm Jeff, and this is Off the Charts with Jeff. I'll start by showing you why export embedding is essential, and of course, what I mean by it. Let me give you two examples of a user experience from a content consumption point of view. If you're going to give someone access to content, what do you think is a better experience? Do we A, give users direct access to the BI application so that they can use it to navigate the content that they want to see? Of course, being exposed to the entire application. Or do we B, give them direct access to the needed content in an embedded website feel instead? In the first case, users are exposed to everything the application has to offer, and it can be intimidating. They can see all of the content across everything and can potentially get lost within it. It can be overwhelming for a novice user who doesn't care about the BI tool that you used. They just want content. The second case, all that's required is for the user to navigate to a given screen. All the navigation is built in, and all the user needs to do is concern themselves with the content that you're presenting to them. I call this the website experience, and I'd argue that this is significantly better than the first option. Give your users a website-like experience, including all the functionality that you want to give them, and lock them into this view. This is so much better than letting your users run wild within the application and potentially getting lost. Now that you see what I'm getting at, let's get to the whole point of what I wanted to show you today. Suppose you're going for that web-based lockdown experience. And in this case, you might still want to give your users access to features that would typically appear on the toolbar. But if we're going to not allow the toolbar, how do we do that? Well, we need to embed the export into the dashboard itself. One thing that version 8 of Dundas BI now allows you to do is call the export functions with only a few simple lines of code. You're going to love how easy this is. I've taken the dashboard that I showed you earlier, and I've added some buttons that will call the various exports that we might want to support. These are a nice shortcut and really meet the need if you're going to go for that website-based experience that I keep talking about earlier. If you don't want to give your users too many options, great. Maybe we just allow for Excel export. Leave all the rest out. But the best part is that a non-technical developer can implement these. The scripts are just that easy. Now, if you are interested in doing this, here's where you can find the scripts. Go to dundas.com and find the button for the support site. Then go under Developer Resources and look for Script Library. Then just click on Export, and you'll see there's a sample here for PDF, PowerPoint, Excel, and image export. Then all you have to do is go in, you'll see a live sample, and for each export type, we can click on Show Script, where you can see exactly how this is done. The great part, as you can see, is that each of these are accomplished with a tiny and easy script that you can basically just paste into your project. You've got one block that sets up the parameters, and another that simply executes the export. The only thing you want to watch if you're new to scripting is that some of these samples have baked-in options. For example, this one here is including table styling, and you can see from this script that it's reading a checkbox on the screen to get the value. Now, if you're just pasting this into your dashboard, it's going to fail because you don't have that checkbox, and this code means nothing. So one last tip that I'm going to give you is that if you're going to do these scripts are pretty bare bones, meaning it'll simply do the export, and nothing will happen from the user perspective until the export's been prepared and starts downloading. Now, that can be a little bit jarring because you may have clicked that button and nothing seems to happen. And it may be 10 seconds before the export is ready. So what I'm going to do is catch the export call and push it into a function called show loading rest call. This will put up a nice wait screen while your export is executing. And that's it. Now we can click on our button and we'll receive our export, but we'll also have a nice waiting for it indicator so that we know something actually happened. And here, of course, is the Excel file that I just generated based on my dashboard. You can see that each visualization has its own sheet, the data, and an image within it, so you can see what it looks like. Now, obviously, creating this website-like experience takes more than just adding an export button. You've got the navigation portion to worry about, as well as potentially embedding your dashboards in another web page, like a corporate portal, to make them easily discoverable. The good thing is, I've already created a video on both of these topics if you're interested. Look for 2 videos called Enhance Your BI User Experience Using Custom Menu Navigation Controls and How to Embed Dundas BI in Third-Party Web Pages. Both of these will greatly assist you in creating an awesome user experience. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.